Start with Mark Murphy.
Hi, Brad. You guys were 6 for 21 in the fourth quarter. It seemed like a lot of easy misses. What's happening to you guys down the stretch these days?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were great in those last four games prior to break in the fourth quarter. Have not been as good in the last couple, but I think this was a story too of we weren't great for three of the four quarters. I thought we were really good in the third, and did a good job of getting back in the game. And I thought we did a lot of good things, generated a lot of good looks until a few at the end that I thought were, obviously contested at the rim, and Holmes made great plays on the blocks. But yeah, no, that's the two, to me, the biggest kind of story of the fourth was their shot making, including Holmes' bank, and which was a big play to go from 1 to 4. And then I think our just general inability to finish.
Adam Himmelsbach.
Brad, it does seem like these stretch of games, like the effort is there for stretches, sometimes even long stretches, and then it wanes. Are you seeing that, and
Yeah.
What's causing it, and what do you think you guys can do to fix that?
Well, I think we need to be more engaged in each other, I think that teams are fragile things. Guys, are trying, and they're all really good guys, trying, but sometimes when you're given good effort, or, you have a group of possessions that go pretty well, 5 guys engaged does a lot. And we just haven't had that recently. And that's concerning. We have to play as a team. We have to be able to move past a mistake, or a missed shot, or a missed opportunity, or them banking a shot in from 3, and move on and show a great mindset, show a little resolve, and, put that together throughout the game. And we have not done that. That is clear. And our challenge moving forward is the only way that happens is if you do it as a team. And so you got to get engaged in each other, and you got to fight through these tough times. And if you're not going to do that, then there's going to be a lot more tough times.
John Corrales.
Brad, you just mentioned resolve. Danny talked about resolve a couple of days ago or yesterday. How do you get that? And you talk about staying the course, but right now things don't seem to be working. Is there a temptation or a desire to do something different to try and shake things up?
Well, I mean, even looking at tonight, John, you could have said that was shaking things up just because we haven't played, even that starting 5 together in a month and a half. So I don't know that we've even had time to consider all the different things to shake up. And it's been more about getting everybody on the court. But, my biggest thing is this: we have a certain ceiling to us if we're not completely engaged in each other. And we're already we got to play well to win. And, if we're not playing well, it's not going to end well. And playing good teams, I know it's easy to point to teams' records, but you guys saw those guys tonight. Those guys are talented players. They're good. De'Aaron Fox made every shot when it got close tonight. Pull-ups, tough pull-ups. You have to be so engaged to win an NBA game that when you're not, you don't. And so we're not. And we got to, that's what we have to fix. It's not the changes or the lineup changes or starting lineup or whatever. It's got to be 17 guys dying to play well together and I think the fun follows that, right? Like you share it, you dive on the floor, you rebound, you're tough every single play. When something doesn't go your way, you tip the cap to the guy, like Heald's shot where he pulled up right in front of our bench. Tip your cap and move on. Like, we need more of that. Bottom line. And you know what? It's fair to say that that's on me. And it's fair to say that that's something that I need to make sure that we have. And I'm going to do my best to, whether it's finding different groups or whether it's getting the most out of the group that I know has the highest potential, then that's what we're going to do.
Final two questions for Coach. We'll go to Tim Bontemps.
Brad, you've talked a bunch of times, including before today's game, about the fact that this isn't a perfect team, but that you do think it has a pretty high ceiling. Are you surprised that at this point in the season, you're still talking to us about, you know, I don't want to say strictly effort, but effort type things like you just went through? Is that are you surprised that this group hasn't grown more than it has so far?
I don't know that I would say surprised. Listen, when you go through losing in this league and you have any expectations at all, outside is fine, but like internal expectations of playing better than we've played, right? Internal, both individual and collective. Then, you know, that's hard to navigate. And the younger you are, the harder it is to navigate, but you got to do it. Like professional basketball. And by the way, it's basketball. Like it's not that, you know, there's a lot of things. We talked about the challenges of the season and everything else. I get it. I'm doing the same testing every day too. I'm not doing the physical toll that these guys are doing, but I understand what they're going through on a day-to-day basis. But we're lucky. Like we should play in a more engaged way together. We should, you know, fun often follows winning, but what comes first, winning or doing hard stuff? We got to do hard stuff, and it'll all follow after that.
Final question, Gary Washburn.
Hey, Brad. It seems like you guys started. I don't know if you like the start. You said in Cleveland you liked the way the effort. Tonight,
Defensively.
Tonight the Kings scored 26 points in the first 8 minutes. Heald got comfortable. Fox got comfortable. And then toward the end, it seemed like you guys were trying to then attack the basket and score. And once you didn't get calls, you guys got discouraged. The Kings got runouts. What does it take for better effort at the beginning of games? It would seem like, considering what happened in Cleveland, you guys would punch first, but instead they punched you a couple of times and you guys kind of shook it off. But it's still, you're playing from behind all the time.
Yeah, again, I think that the way that I look at it, Gary, because you could certainly go through and point out plays where we weren't as effortful, but you could also probably point out plays where, you know, we made incredible effort, like, you know, Smart getting back and challenging that shot at the rim in transit. Like there's several plays throughout a game, you can go both ways. I'm more looking at the engagement level in each other. And that's what wasn't there in that game early on. And that, you know, again, this is not they are good people and have great, you know, I can't say enough good things about them. That's why I believe it's there. That's why, like I told you, Tim, you mentioned, I think our ceiling's better than we played because I believe in who we have. We got to do it together. That's the bottom line.
Wrap it up right there. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.